This video is about phase 4 building commissioning. That is construction phase or dynamic commissioning following power on. Phase 4 building commissioning is about verifying systems, operation and performance. Construction phase commissioning consists of 5 tasks and it is the minimum effective dose for any project. That is, this is the minimum you have to do to say you've commissioned a job, no matter how many corners you're trying to cut. This is what you have to do. So let's look at the 5 tasks. Task number 1, pre-functional testing or pre-commissioning. So if you're a North American, it's pre-functional testing. If you're a Brit, it's pre-commissioning. Either way, they're the same thing. So these are the pre-checks, the pre-flight checks for systems verification and performance. So these are primarily the responsibility of the contractor with the commission engineer authority reviewing them and or doing them in parallel. The next task is startup witnessing. So we are talking about systems here. A chilled water system consists of chillers, pumps, pressurization units, flushing, balancing. That is the whole system. So startup can consist of startup of pumps, of chillers, pressurization units. Those startups are done by vendors to keep the warranty intact if you're doing it properly. And the commission engineer authority should witness that and be part of that process. Not to do it or relieve the vendor of any, or the contractor of any responsibility, but to be there to make sure it's done properly and to witness it. The next task is testing and balancing witnessing. So again, running with the chilled water example, the chilled water system needs to be tested and balanced. The commission engineer authority does not need to witness everything 100%. They can witness the key total flow rates, the index runs, that is the fully open one, so the system's not over-regulated, and do enough witnessing so that the commission authority engineer is happy that the system has been set up and balanced properly. The next one, and this is a big one, task number 4, vendor controls commissioning witnessing. The vendor, be it Siemens or whoever, Honeywell, Johnson's, they are responsible for starting up the control system, for calibrating the devices in the field, for doing the point-to-point testing and making sure the controls, sequences of operations are embedded and uploaded in and tested. That is a vendor responsibility and a contractor responsibility. The commission authority or engineer have to be involved in that to make sure it's done. They have to satisfy themselves that it's done to a point where it's complete and ready. And by the way, that also includes the graphics on the BMS or BAS head end. I'm just so fed up of trying to commission systems without them in. If you want to commission a control system, you have to test it from device all the way back to controls head end with the BMS graphic to make sure everything is correct. And then we get on to task number 5. This is what it's all about, systems functional performance testing. So we're talking about systems here, right? The chilled water is a system of many components and equipment. And we're looking to test that as a whole system. So anything that is within that system or interacts with that system, that is what we're testing. And a functional performance test takes a control sequence of operation, the design specification intent, and writes test scripts to test that system in all its different modes of operation. So a proper functional performance test sheet has a set of test scripts that are gone through and verified. So when you are finished with task number 5, systems functional performance testing, you can put your hand on your heart and say, the system is operating as intended, is performing as intended, and you can quantify and record that performance. That is commissioning. Right? It is the verification of the performance and operation of a system. And again, I stress system, not equipment. Just using a crane and putting an AHU on the roof and starting up the AHU, that is not commissioning, that is startup, okay? So commissioning is systems-based, not equipment-based. It is the whole thing. Simple, right?